is going to be a good one. So make sure that you're sitting down and getting ready for it all. So let's get into it. Captain America joins the Avengers, a tale destined to become a magnificent milestone in the Marvel Age of Comics, bringing you the great superhero which wonderful avalanche of fan mail demand. Step forward, Captain America. Your rightful place is here among the Avengers. The mighty Marvel Comics group is proud to announce that Jack Kirby drew the original Captain America during the golden age of comics, and now he draws it again. Also, Stan Lee's first script during those fabulous days was Captain America, and now he authors it again. Thus, the chronicle of comic turns full circle, reaching a new pinnacle of greatness. Let's get into it, guys. Sorry if I'm not cutting out and stuff, guys. Just trying to read it up from far away, or if it's blurry, I apologize. It's not blurry on my side of things, but we'll just get there in the end. Remember the awesome battle between the Hulk, Submariner, and the Avengers in last issue? After the mighty Hulk vanished, Submariner found the odds too great. We're too late. He's getting away. Thinking himself betrayed by the Hulk, his hatred of the human race greater than ever before, the vengeful monarch of the sea returns to the deep. They have won the first battle, but the final victory will yet be mine, for I shall never rest until all of mankind pays for the homage which is rightfully due to Namor, Prince of Atlantis. Deeper and deeper swims the tragic, almost the ruler of the sea, but nowhere in the vast, endless depths of the ocean does he find the peace he craves. And nowhere does he find his vanished race. The proud, once mighty hordes of Atlantis who fled from Namor when they felt his loyalty was divided between them and the humans. Gone! All gone! Will I ever find my people again? For a more detailed account, refer to Fantastic Four, Annual Number 1, Submariner versus the Human Race. To the tireless Prince Namor, time and distance are almost meaningless, and so it's that we find him, hours later, standing atop an ice floe in the North Sea, still wrapped up in his own bitter thoughts. I'll never stop searching. I'll never forfeit my birthright while a breath of my life remains. But finally, his dark musings are interrupted as he sees, on the ice ahead, a human village. I see masses of accursed humans. And the keen-eyed Namor is right. A few hundred yards away, in an isolated tribe of Eskimos, bows down in a strange ritual. O mighty Lord of the frozen ice, hear our prayers. The fools! They are bowing to a petrified figure frozen within a cake of ice. Hear me, humans. This is no helpless image you see before you. This is the Submariner who has sworn vengeance upon the entire human race. It is the dreaded Namor, the legendary one. Run, you weak, helpless mortals. Flee in terror before the rightful wrath of Namor. Thus shall of mankind one day shriek in panic at the coming of the Submariner. And take your accused idol with you. Go, spread the word. Let the world know that Namor is a force to be reckoned with. Bah! I'm filled with shame. I'm disgraced. Has the mighty Namor been reduced to fighting helpless, fearful primitives? His very soul in a turmoil, the frustrated, maddened Submariner lashes out, thoughtlessly, heedlessly, causing an avalanche of ice in his thunderous rage. Is this all my strength is good for? To lash out at uncomprehending Eskimos? Run! Flee the ice! Flow! We must reach the trading post. The world must be warned of Namor's rampage. The Sea Prince has gone mad. And what of the mysterious figure imprisoned within the block of ice? Silently it floats away, unseen, unheard, until it hits the warm waters of the Gulf Stream, where the rock-hard outer ice sheath begins to slowly melt. Until finally, naught remains but a frozen pet in a state of suspended animation, a figure which drifts past the undersea craft of the Avengers, Stop the engines, Iron Man. There is someone out there. Looks like a human. But how is that possible? Cautiously opening the airtight. The huge hand of giant man seizes the rigid figure and I've got him. Who can he be? Who is this frozen solid? Look beneath his tattered clothes, some sort of colourful costume. Wait, don't you recognise it? It's the famous red, white, and blue garb of Captain America. The Wasp is right. Can this really be the famous shield of the once mighty crime fighter and his face mask with the proud letter A on it? It must be him. All of you, listen. He isn't dead, he's breathing. His eyes, they're flickering. Suddenly, with an ear, the powerful figure springs upward with agonizing shock reflected in his face. Bucky! Bucky, look out! You can't kill him! You can't kill him, Bucky! I won't let you! I'll smash you all! Thor! Iron Man, stop him! He's gone mad! But as suddenly as it started, the legendary hero's wrath subsides, and then it's useless. I remember now. He's dead. He is, and nothing on earth can change that. And then, as realization dawns, the handsome head slowly turns, the clear blue eyes taking the awesome figures surrounding him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who are you? That's what we're about to ask you. Who am I? For a moment, I had almost forgotten myself, but I am not lucky enough to forget forever. To forget that I was once the man the world called Captain America. Everything fits except one detail. You haven't been heard from since the Second World War. Why haven't you aged? I too have puzzled over that fact. How can the true Captain America still be as young as he stands before us? If this is some kind of trick, mister, you'll live to regret it. I have no need of tricks. Test me. Try to conquer me. Look how he managed to dodge your ricocheting hammer, Thor. Stand back, I'll get him. You are big, my friend, but in my day I fought others who were still bigger. And I defeated them just as I shall defeat you. Hey, he's a real ball of fire. I've got to stop them before someone gets hurt. I'll take a growth capsule fast. Stop. Come no further unless you want to strike out at me too. A girl? But from where? Having halted his furious attack, Captain America's fighting mood seems to have passed, as a veil of sadness comes over his eyes. We're convinced, fellow, you're the real McCoy, all right? But what happened to you? And why haven't you aged? I feel we're entitled to that explanation, Captain America. Slowly, almost haltingly, the incredible tales of the mighty man with the tragedy-haunted eyes. It seems like only yesterday, but it was more than 20 years ago that my teenage pal and I, while acting as security guards at an ETO army base, tried to stop an explosive field drone plane from taking to the air. We're too late, Bucky. We'll have to go after it another plane. No, don't stop. I think I can reach it, Cap. Ha ha. Thus do I triumph over Captain America and Bucky. If they reach the plane, they die. And if they fail, America loses one of its newest weapons. The boy was closer. He reached the plane, but Captain America himself cannot hold on. Can't make it. Drop off into the water, lad. Don't try to do it alone. No, I can bring the plane down. I know I can. Bucky, let go. It might be booby trapped. You can't deactivate the bomb without me. Drop off. You're right, Cap. I see the fuse. It's going to blow. And those were the last words that brave, wonderful lad ever uttered. May the Lord rest his soul. Bucky, it exploded. Bucky's gone. As for me, I didn't care if I lived or died. I struck the water off the coast, of newly found and plummeted like a rock, with Bucky's face etched before me. And that is the last thing I remember. He's gone, and I, with all my power and all my strength, couldn't save him. As for the rest, by some fantastic stroke of fate, I must have been frozen in an ice floe, and then found by some Eskimos who thought I was a supernatural object. Then all those years being in a state of frozen suspended animation must have prevented me from aging. We believe you, Captain America. Not long afterwards, as the red, white, and blue clad figure rests below from his grueling ordeal, we have reached our destination. Prepare for mooring. Slow down, giant man. I can't watch those big strides of yours. Looks like the gentlemen of the press were expecting us. They know we went after the Hulk. They're expecting a big story. Too bad we'll have to disappoint them. We had a bang up fight, but no real results. But wait till they learn who our passenger below is. Sees the Avengers in the Hulk and Submarine edit. Then suddenly, unexpectedly, at that very split second, a blinding flash takes place, far brighter than any ordinary flash bulb explosion should be. And after the smoke has cleared, the Avengers seem to have been gone, as in their place, the crowd sees four motionless stone statues. Hey, Pete, look, what did you make of that? Probably some kind of trick the Avengers used to duck out of an interview. Bitterly disappointed, the reporters and photographers run to find the Avengers as the crowd drifts away to nothingness. That's a pretty crummy trick to pull on us after us waiting all day for this interview. Let's go find them. They couldn't have gotten far. Minutes later, the last occupant of the undersea craft slowly climbs up the hatchway, having been awakened by the commotion above. But upon reaching the surface, he finds everyone's gone. The pier is deserted. But why would they dash off without me? Strange. Those statues must have been in honour of the Avengers, but they are not sculpted in the typical poses. Oh well, it's no concern of mine. I have a whole new world to rediscover, a world which has advanced 20 years ahead of me. The girls are still lovely as ever, but the fashions, the hairdos, now different. They are. Sally, look, he resembles a figure I heard my father talk about, a mighty hero of years ago. Holy smoke, that can't be who I think it is. Of course, my older brother told me about him many times. It was Captain America. And the New York skyline, ever impressive, ever changing. What can this magnificent structure be, with all the world's flags arrayed around it? Hey, watch the lights crossing the street, Mac. The cars have changed most of all, as they always do. We never had so many small ones in the 30s and 40s. Wait, I know you. You're... no, it can't be. It's impossible. But I can't be wrong. I saw you once when I was a kid. Never forgot. No, officer, you're not mistaken. I am Captain America. And all these years, all of us, your fans, all your admirers, we thought you were dead. But you've come back. Just when the world has need of such a man. Just like fate planned it was this way. Forgive me, Cap, will ya? I seem to have something in my eye. Later, after the officer has directed Captain America to a nearby hotel, I wonder if the youngsters of today who've grown up with it realise what a truly wonderful thing television is to have had to one who had never seen it. Finally, the weary, lonesome man drops off to a pitiful sleep. Wait, what happens next? Can't return to my career as Captain America. It would be meaningless without Bucky. I don't belong in this age, in this year. No place for me. If only Bucky were here. If only. Then suddenly, his super keen senses detecting a soft tread in the doorway, the startled blue eyes open wide and, Bucky, it's you. You've come back. Bucky, you've come back. I don't know what you're yapping about, mister. My name's Rick Jones, and I've followed your trail halfway across town. They tell me you were the last to see the Avengers, and I've got to find them. So how about you do a little talking, huh? It's unbelievable. You're like his twin brother. Your voice, your face, everything. You could be Bucky's double. Look, fella, you're not reading me. Are you going to tell me what you know about the Avengers? disappearance, or do you want me to mention your name to my pal, the Hulk, when I run into him again? I don't know who the Hulk is, lad, but if the Avengers are missing, I'll be glad to help you find them. I don't mean to throw you a curve by calling you Bucky, you see. He once was a close friend of mine, but he's gone now. I was wasting time mourning him, but you've suddenly made me realise that life goes on. In a way, Bucky can still live again. Look, fella, after we find the Avengers, I'm sure they can recommend a real nice head shrinker for you. He thinks I'm some sort of madman. Well, I'll prove to him that I'm not. Pictures were taken on of the Avengers at the dock. Get going. I want to study them. Sure, Cap, right away. All of a sudden, he's changed. He acts like a guy who's used to being obeyed and fast. Minutes later, in a dark room belonging to one of Rick Teen's brigade members, these news pictures seem all right, but I'm not satisfied. Can you make enlargements? Sure, there's an enlarger around here somewhere, and so it'll be ready in a minute. Ah, that's more like it. That's what I wanted. What is it? I don't see anything. Wait, it's getting clearer now. Look. No press photos, cameras ever look like that. Not even 20 years later. It it looks some kind of gun. It's up to you now, son. If you want to learn what happened to the Avengers, you've got to find that man in that picture. Now, now you're talking my language, Cap. Just sit tight and watch my smoke. I'll alert Team Brigade all over the city. Within an hour, the search is on. As sharp-eyed teenagers cover the city, seeking a pasty-faced man wearing oval sunglasses with jet black hair. Not much to go on, perhaps, but still a starting point for the eager brigade. That's not him. He's not black enough. Thought I had him, but he's much too old. Working around the clock, the alert teen brigade takes candid camera snapshots of all possible suspects, sending them immediately to Rick Jones. That guy's another false alarm, but I've got half a dozen snaps to send Rick anyway. Then, racing through the vast city like an avenging streak, the nimble, seemingly tireless Captain America follows up each lead, no matter where it may take him. It's like old times again, being in costume, on the trail of some stranger unknown menace. This is what I was meant to do. This is the destiny I can never escape. And then finally, it's him, the one we're after. Without a moment's hesitation, 200 pounds of fighting fury crash through the shattering window. But in his eagerness, the attacking crime fighter has failed to notice the gunmen in the adjoining room. Gunmen who hear the crash and race to the scene, their weapons thundering. Get that costume clan, whoever he is. It'll be a cinch. There's always the chance you may get me, but a cinch, never. He sliced our guns in two with that shield of his. Who is he anyways? I've been called many things, but I've come to prefer the name Captain America. I should have known. I read about him when I was a kid. He must be a phony. He's too young to be the real Captain America. Ow! There's no stopping him. He's like a whirlwind. Oof! If he's a phony, I'm Little Red Riding Hood. No one can pay us enough to fight him. Knock it off, masked man. We give up. And that leaves you, fella. You've got the key to the disappearance of the Avengers. But you'll never learn the secret. It's uncanny. He moves so fast, my ray can't strike him. That gun you used came from someplace other than Earth, and so I suspect did you. Now talk, while you still can. Very well. I see that further resistance is useless. After you have heard my story, you may feel pity for me instead of that raw hatred which I see mirrored in your eyes. I was right. You're human. Holy cow. Look what we've been working for. Let me out of here. I've had it. Me for the straight and narrow from now on. Now I'll tell you what I think. Those aren't statues of the Avengers. They are the Avengers themselves, turned into stone by you. When you used your ray gun on them while posing as a newspaper photographer. Admit it. Yes, yes. You're right. Unhand me. I cannot bear physical contact with primitive beings. I come from a far distant galaxy. My name would be meaningless to you, as Earth tongues cannot even pronounce it yet. Centuries ago, due to engine failure, my spaceship crashed on Earth, embedding itself deep into the bottom of the sea. I meant Earthlings no harm. I roamed your planet seeking someone to help me free my ship, but those I saw feared me, attacked me in self defense. I used my ray gun on them, turning them into stone for 100 of your Earth hours. Behold, it is a monster from the netherworld. It must be slain. No, I need help. Stay back. Please don't make me do this. No, it is bewitched. One look at it turns men to stone. Your hair in the dark, you must have looked like a woman to them, and turning men to stone. That mustn't be the origin of the legend of Medusa. But why did you use your power on the Avengers? Because of the one who calls himself Submariner. He found me some days ago, told me he would free my ship from the ocean depths if I would turn the Avengers to stone. I had to do it. Submariner? I seem to remember that name from the dumb past. But time enough for him later. First, you must bring the Avengers back to life and we'll free your ship for you. If only you mean it. If only I can believe you. Captain America does not lie. Let's go. Within minutes, the swashbuckling adventurer brings the defeated alien to a warehouse where the statues have been stored. Then, facing the motionless figures, he directs his ray at them again, after first reversing the polarity. It's working. They're turning to normal. Meanwhile, far beneath the surface of the sea, in his now deserted imperial castle, a furious, frustrated Prince Namor observes the scene above through his undersea scanner. My plan has failed. The one who calls himself Captain America has robbed me of my victory, but this will teach me a lesson. Whatever the submariner must do, he must do alone. I am still the most powerful mutant on Earth, half human, half sea creature. My brain is agile, my energy inexhaustible. I must keep striking until the Avengers are destroyed. And then a fickle fate seems to smile at Namor as he sees a troop of my elite guard. They have not deserted me. They are still searching for me. They see me. They are turning. They bow in loyal acknowledgement of my imperial presence, and now Prince Namor is no longer alone. The next day, the nervous alien leads the Avengers to a remote, deserted isle, and then it is there, directly below this spot where my ship is hopelessly buried at the bottom of the sea. Nothing is hopeless to the Avengers, pal. We'll free it for you somehow. I found it, 100 feet below. Only the tail section is protruding. Minutes later, my muscles are twice normal size, Cap, but I can't budge it. We've got a job on our hands. The one you call Thor asked me to position this waterproof closed circuit TV camera over the hull. I'll release a buoy to hold it in place. The camera in position, the Avengers spend the rest of the afternoon building a secure platform for the Thunder God to stand upon. Okay, Thor, this wraps it up. What's the next move? Well done. Now stand back, my friends. A power greater than any you have ever witnessed is about to be unleashed upon this spot. And now, sighting upon the entrapped spaceship through his TV viewer, the mighty Thor slowly rotates his enchanted hammer over the hull, directly an irresistible torrent of cosmic magnetic waves towards the alien craft. Steadily, with ever increasing force, they pull at the heavy object without let up, without ever slackening, until whoom! It worked. You freed the. Why do you sound surprised? Was that not my intention? You kept your word. Now I can repair my ship in minutes and depart from this wretched planet. Now that it's floating free, The water makes it almost weightless. Leave it here. I'll make my repairs underwater, safe from any prying eyes. Suit yourself, mister. As long as you hit the road, we don't care how you do it. And that's that. I wonder what the AAA would have said if the alien had called them for emergency repairs. You know, Giant Man, I like your style. You Avengers make a great team. In fact, I was wondering. But Captain America's sentence is cut short by a thunderous explosion which rocks the little isle at the split second. And when the startled Avengers recover their equilibrium, they are amazed to see Namor and a squad of undersea warriors. You see before the accursed enemy, my brave followers, attack, fight shoulder to shoulder with your prince. Though the first onslaught is unexpected and devastating, the Avengers battle-trained reflexes are equal to the challenge. You'll have to do better than that, laughing boy. You'll get your wish, Iron Man. Namor will do better. Your iron armor cannot save you from the Sea Monarch's attack. I'll have to act fast. His fists are like flying sledgehammers. My armor can't take it much longer. Quickly pressing a concealed stud on his control panel, and unleashes the full force of his transistor-powered magnetic repulsor. Now I've got to hope I can think of something fast. At full intensity, my magnetic ray will only hold another few seconds. And no sooner do the miniaturized transistors lose their power than the enraged Namor catches onto a nearby boulder and, fool, you have exhausted your greatest weapon while I am stronger than ever. While my loyal warriors prevent the others from coming to your aid, I'll give you a small demonstration of my imperial might. He smashed that huge boulder like an eggshell. The flying chunks are hitting me. Oh! I'll destroy the Avengers one at a time. It will afford me far greater satisfaction this way. I've got to hold on just a few minutes longer. Soon my transistors will build up their power, peak again, and then I'll make the arrogant fishman change his tune. Meantime, the Wasp observes Iron Man's desperate plight and Namor is merciless. I've got to help. Perhaps if I take a capsule and become wasp-sized, you fight valiantly for a human, but this is your finish. I'll smash your built-in hand weapons before they can be used against me. But at that moment, a small, instant, dazzling object flies frantically around Namor's head, temporarily blinding the battling Sea Monarch. What is this? I cannot see. My lord, leave the man of iron. Come to our aid, sire. We are sorely besieged. Dizzy and exhausted, the Wasp turns to Iron Man and rushes to the answer. It's Thor. He's holding my men at bay with that wretched hammer of his. Show yourself, Namor. I tire of wasting my strength on these lowly minions of yours. I crave a foe more worthy of my metal. Fall back. Wait for the command of our Lord Namor. Quickly, before the others reach us, concentrate all your firepower on Thor from this distance. Keep him reeling while I attack him with my bare hands. No mere earthly weapons can make the thunder god reel. See how easily my enchanted hammer deflects their energy bolts and into the ground at my feet. The energy from our ray guns is travelling back to us along to the ground. Disperse. We are no match for Thor. The submariner must conquer him alone. And then, with the force of fury of the raging seas, Namor strikes. When you swing that hammer, you're invincible, but I'll see to it that you never swing it again. Witless mutant, this is no human you attack. This is the mighty Thor. Meanwhile, what of the third Avenger and Captain America? They had both been hurled back into the sea by the earth-shattering blast which heralded Namor's attack, and now we find Giant Man at the brink of the disaster. Can't hold my breath much longer. Only one chance. My reducing capsule. There, I swallowed it. In the wink of an eye, the double-sized adventurer becomes Ant-Man and easily swims to freedom through the now limp ropes. Made it. Wonder what happened to Captain America. Well, no time to search for him now. Uh-oh, my ant-sized is fine for escaping from ropes, but if I don't want to end my days as fish food, I better become Giant Man again, and pronto. And so, strange, still no sign of Captain America, nor do I see the submariner. I wonder, wait, over there, Iron Man is battling against heavy odds. Perhaps I can even them just a bit. If all of you bully boys enjoy ganging up on one man, try me for size. Hey, I notice you're not whooping it up so much now. Go on, back to the depths you came from. We've no quarrel with you. It's that power mad prince of yours we're after. Thanks, big fella. I'll handle the few that are left now. You'd better see how Thor's making out. Will do, partner, but I wonder what happened to Captain America. Haven't seen him since the blast hurled us both into the water. Where is our prince, the mighty Namor? Without him, we are as nothing. He had hurled himself into hand-to-hand battle with the long-haired thunder god. Let us pray that our leader triumphs. Well, Cap is a big boy now. He can look after himself, but I sure hope he didn't run out on us. So here you are, laughing boy. Once I get that cursed hammer away from you, I'll show you who's the strongest, Thor. You use that as an excuse, Sea Prince. You know that I alone can lift my enchanted mallet. Meanwhile, a sharp-eyed, colourful figure watches everything that transpires, branding all the amazing details into his memory. I know so little about this new crop of costumed fighters. My best bet is to watch them in action, see how powerful they really are. Their courage is undeniable. Even the submariner is a fearless foe. If there had been such men in my day, what epic battles we might have fought. Thor's hammer is the most awesome weapon I've ever seen. You spoke the truth. Even more than human power cannot raise it from the ground. Stand back. Part of its enchantment is that it must always fly back to me. And now, in the name of the Avengers, I order your surrender. Surely you see that further resistance is futile. Never. Even now, my loyal warriors regroup themselves. We shall fight to the last man. Very well, Namor. Let whatever befalls then be upon your own head, your own inhuman conscience. Step aside, Thor. I've been itching to tangle with Walter Rat when he didn't have the advantage of a surprise attack. Stop. I still have an ace in my hole. Don't forget about the boy. He is a prisoner. Nay, he is our hostage. The lad is in danger. This I will not tolerate. Don't worry about me, guys. Clobber these goons once and for all. Make one move towards me and the boy's life is... What? Another one? But who? The name's Captain America, Namor. I'll make sure that you never forget it. I have tolerated enough indignities this day. Now my vengeance shall be swift and sure and without mercy. He's stronger than me, but I'll find a way to outmaneuver him. But at that moment, a thunderous eruption shakes the tiny isle as a deafening roar is heard from beneath the surface. The island is breaking apart. Look. And then, before the eyes of all those present, a titanic, thunderous explosion hurls a towering spray of sea, mud and stone high into the air. Back to the depths, my warriors. We have won. The sea itself shall destroy our enemies. Even the Avengers cannot survive a gigantic undersea earthquake. Yet for some reason my heart is heavy. They were worthy foes. They deserve a more fitting end. But as he is too late to learn, the submariner has acted too hastily, for it is not an undersea earthquake which has occurred. It is merely the below surface launching an alien spaceship. And by the time the strange craft emerges from the deep, Namor and his followers are already out of sight. Not until later will the irony of the situation dawn upon the frustrated Sea Prince, for the very alien he had hoped would destroy the Avengers has unwittingly rescued them at the crucial moment. It's the alien. He's returning to the stars. The waters have subsided. The island is still intact. But Namor is gone, and so is our chance to defeat him. Easy, lad. It's all over. You're safe now. I notice it took a threat to the boy to bring you into action, fella. Though Namor is gone, I feel we shall meet him again in mortal combat, but one of us is still not present. I thought you'd never notice, Blue Eyes. I was doing what any girl would do in a moment of crisis, powdering my nose, of course. Only one thing puzzles me. When I write this down in my diary, do I call it a victory or a defeat? That's for history to decide. Hun, right now, with another decision to await. Right, we have an offer to propose to Captain America. I have seen you in battle, and there are none braver. If your offer is what I hope it is, my answer is yes, spoken with honour and with dignity like a man. Thus, we are privileged to witness a momentous moment in the annals of high adventure. We welcome you, Captain America, to the ranks of the Avengers. But there is one whose heart is still heavy, still filled with a dread fear. He's the greatest guy I ever met, and I can tell he wants me to be his partner. But what about the Hulk? He's sure to return someday, and when he finds out that Captain America has replaced him, he will do anything to stop him. But nothing in the life is certain, and we must take the good and the bad as fate deals them out. One thing is certain, though, next issue of the Avengers will be more superheroes, supervillains, and super thrills, just as you want them. Well, that is the end, guys. So enjoyed it as much as I did reading it. I'd just like to say hi to people that have been on. Hi, BBC iPlayer. Hi, Gorilla Tag, YT83. Hi, Noreen Akhtar. Hi, Rainbow Kids TV. Thanks for joining me. It's been nice sitting reading this. I hope you're enjoying it like I am. Getting to know a little bit of the background of well before my time. We will get up to nowadays, the present days eventually, but one day at a time. Until next time, guys, keep it super. Peace.